Might have to find myself shutting things down here and going to my my newly purchased hotspot here. Yeah, that one knocked us off. All right, well, we'll stay on here, but I'm going to get out my hotspot, so I'm going to turn down my microphone and get that out here in just a second. There's Knutson bringing it up. Astasia Bush was underneath the basket all alone. Couldn't get the first one to go. She gets her own rebound and puts it back in, and Collinsville now up by a score of 9-4. As Highland works the ball up, and then it's knocked out by Riley Doyle. Another turnover by Highland, their fourth one, and now up to Faith Liljegren. I'm going to try to let it ride it out here, and sometimes it has a rough start, and then it picks itself back up, and it's okay, but then the audio doesn't match up with the video, so we'll try to figure it out as we go along here as Collinsville turns the ball over, and bringing it up is Kronk, and she takes a two-pointer and brings her team back to within 3. We have 4:35 left to play here in this first quarter, and here is Faith Liljegren inside to Knutson. Knutson off the glass, gets 2 more. Kahok's back up 11-6. They lead by 5. Knutson now with 4, and almost a steal there by Liljegren, but it ends up going out of bounds. And the Bulldogs with it once again. There's a flying drive by Liv Wilkie. And I'm going to have to say that here at the end of this quarter, I'm going to have to shut things down and fire it back up because this isn't working out very well. 93% of my frames have been dropped. That means only 7% of my stuff's getting out there. So we're going to shut this down here in a second. We're going to fire it back up and do it all over again, but we're going to try to hold out here till the end of this quarter. Here is Riley Doyle, who travels. Either that or we'll see if this thing can get back to a solid green box on here and leave us alone for a little while, but right now it doesn't look like it. Highland brings the ball up. 3:35 left to play here in this first quarter. With the ball, the Bulldogs over here in the corner to Wilkie. Wilkie out front now for Taylor, and Taylor takes a three-point shot and drains it. First three-point bucket made here tonight by Highland, and we're tied at 11. Here is Riley Doyle out front now for Faith Liljegren. Liljegren top of the key. She'll launch a three-point shot herself. That one misses the mark, and a whistle on the rebound. We'll have a foul coming up. This one is against Astasia Bush. That'll be her first, team third. And the inbound pass comes in for Highland. On the way up the floor, Maddie Clark. And a loose ball that's picked up by Brown. And Brown fires the ball into Wilkie. Wilkie off the side of the backboard. Can't get it to go. And a loose ball after a partial tip on a Collinsville rebound. And Highland gets the ball right back. Over here in the corner it goes to Brown. Three-point shot. Nothing but net there. Going to have to find a way to stop those three-point shots if they're going to start going in like that. So Highland has their first lead, 14-11, comes with 2.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville with the ball. Here is Bush into Knutson. Knutson outside, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Mitchell with the rebound, puts it back in, and good for 2, +1. Kristen Mitchell with the rebound there. She now has 400 rebounds in her career. And she already has 2 points. She picks up 9 more. She'll have 700 points in her career. Looks like things might have evened out here. I got a solid green box now, and my frame rate's dropped. Is starting to drop down, but I just hope that the sync up with the audio and the video is all good. Yeah, well, now I'm getting another notification that I'm back on, so. All right, off the glass it goes, and Kristen Taylor with another 2 points. And Collinsville Excuse me, that's not right. On their way. 13. 16 for Highland. Man, I'll tell you what, when my stuff messes up, it just throws me off. Sitting here worried about staying on, and Faith Liljegren scores another 2 points. And we have a 16-15 game. Collinsville trailing by 1. Highland with the ball. Kristen Taylor messes up my play-by-play too, man. I'm all out of whack. I'm out of sync here. Here in the corner, another three-pointer, and that's nothing but net once again. This one for Clucker. And we're going to have to find a way to stem the tide on these three-point shots because right now they're going in. They didn't at first. But after going 0 for 2, Highland is 3 for 3 in their three-point shots. Here is Knutson. Knutson works it into Jenna Scheller. Scheller is into the game, over to Faith Liljegren. Bluffs the three, moves in, gives to Scheller, and she loses control of the ball. Collinsville's 5th turnover of the game to match the 5 on the board for Highland. And Highland will turn that into 2 points, and it'll be Kristen Taylor who gets 2 more. And now Coach Billy wants to call a timeout, 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well. And we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
All right, back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I have a green box now, and it's staying green for a while. My frame rates are dropping as we speak. We went from 94 to 53, so that's good. But anybody out there that is listening right now, if you could send me a little message on the Kahok Sports Facebook page, let me know if the audio is exactly synced up with the video. I would appreciate it, because if it's not, then I'll have to shut down and fire it all back up again to get everything synced up. So I would appreciate a little bit of help in that endeavor. 21-15, Bulldogs have the 6-point lead, and the foul belongs. Okay. Natalie Becker picks up the foul. Her first, team's 4th, and to the free throw line. It is going to be Ashlyn Clucker, and she is 22 for 36, 61%, and she misses the first one. Of course, it would help if I had to do some play-by-play to see if everything's synced up. Next one for the senior from Highland on the way, and that one misses as well. Rebound belongs to Highland, and there is Brown with the ball over in the corner. A three-point, nope, bluffed on the three-point try, did Kronk. Back out front it goes, now back over here to Brown. Brown over to the top of the key, and into the paint it goes, and off the high glass. Kesner with 2 points. I feel my phone buzzing, so I keep on putting this on the wrong side. Liljegren hits one. And Ellie Brown picks up her first foul, team's 2nd. Well, my microphone shouldn't cut in and out. It only will if I'm messing with this signal that's not coming in very well. Right now I'm at the end of the first quarter. So 23-18 in favor of Highland after 1 quarter of play. We will take a break, and we'll come back and tell you all about quarter number 2, and we'll do that here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Todd Duke, Paulina Gutierrez back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium after 1 quarter of play. Highland leads this one by a score of 23-18. 5-point lead. Collinsville had a couple of 5-point leads in that first quarter, and here we are starting quarter number 2. Here is Astasia Bush. All right, thank you, Kerry Carlisle, for getting back with me. Says my mic's cutting in and out. Hopefully that's not still happening, because that's not happening on my end. Travel by Collinsville, their 6th turnover. And here comes Brown up court for Highland on the left wing. She dribbles and drives in the perimeter, kicks it up into the paint, and trying to find some room there is Kessner. She'll kick it outside. Another 3-point shot coming from Taylor. That one misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville, and the whistle belongs to Highland. That's Kessner's first personal foul, 3rd team foul. I'm missing one on the Highland side. Try to figure it out here as we go along. Here is Gary. The freshman into the game, Jordan Gary, gives it up now for Riley Doyle. Doyle in front of the Highland bench. Stops her dribble and tries to give it up to Astasia Bush, but that ball wasn't close to where Bush was standing. She reached out and got a fingertip on it, and that was about it. And that's the 7th turnover for Collinsville. They'll need to stop that trend here if they want to get back in this one. They're that far out right now. 5 points is all it is. Collinsville, by the way, as you heard me may have mentioned during the pregame interview with Kristen Mitchell, this is the 10th year in a row that these two teams have met on the basketball court, and Highland has won the previous 9. Riley Doyle will pick up her first foul. 15 foul, so Liljegren, Bush, Doyle, Mitchell, and Becker all have 1. That ball ends up going out of bounds, put there by Collinsville. All right. Thank you, Kerry. Last question for you there, Kerry Carlisle. Is my audio synced up with what the play is going on the floor? Because right now here is Brown dribbling at the top of the key at the free throw line, dumps it off over onto the wing to Taylor. Taylor takes it all the way around and dumps it off at the baseline, and a nice save there by Highland, and a 3-point shot. That falls a little short, and the rebound belongs, well, for a second it belonged to Liljegren. She couldn't quite find the handle on it, so now it's not cutting in and out, and I am synced up. All right, that's what I wanted to hear. We've worked our way through this first endeavor of the box going from green to yellow to orange to red and then getting knocked off, and now I'm solid green, so hopefully it stays that way for the rest of the night. Thanks, Kerry Carlisle. I appreciate your assistance. Now back to action. Still 23-18. Not anymore. 3 points for Kristen Taylor. That is her second three-pointer here in this contest, and it's a 26-18 lead now for Highland. As Riley Doyle goes back out, Jordan Gary comes back in. Inbound pass coming in from Jordan Gary to Faith Liljegren. Liljegren, the senior, moves the ball up and then back toward the midcourt stripe once again. Over to Jordan Gary, but Gary was fouled as she was moving. And this one is going to go against Liv Wilkie. That's her first. There we go. Ashlyn Clucker, that's the one who had the other foul that I couldn't find. Here's Astasia Bush over on the far wing for Kristen Mitchell. Mitchell Works her way into the perimeter, kicks it back out to Liljegren. Liljegren far on the right wing, gives to Bush just in front of the free throw line, high off the glass, won't fall in, and the rebound belongs to Highland. Lady Bulldogs bring it back up, 5:25 left to play here in this first half. Here is Kristen Taylor, three-point shot from the wing, and that one comes in from Megan Kronk, and that's her first three-pointer. We have right now 4 different girls with three-pointers here for Highland, and the Lady Bulldogs now have an 11-point lead, 29-18. It's been a while since we've done some girls basketball, besides the Thursday game. Before that one, we hadn't done girls in a while. They spent a lot of time on the road, and there's a feed trying to find Mitchell driving baseline, but instead right into the hands of Kesner it goes. And across the timeline, a whistle. Turnover by Highland. Collinsville needs some points on this drive to stem the tide, get this back to single digits, and then work on it from there. Here is Liljegren. Liljegren brings the ball across the timeline with 4:50 left to play here in this second quarter. Here is now Kristen Mitchell getting hands off to Knutson. Knutson gets it back from Gary, then the ball knocked out of her hands. Jump ball called, possession arrow in favor of Highland. So that's the 9th turnover now for Collinsville. And as the Bulldogs bring the ball up. Into the corner it goes to Wilkie. Wilkie, one dribble, picks it up, back to the top of the key. Bounce pass and a baseline throw out to the corner again. Kronk for another three. That one's good as well. They have to find a way to stop this. 32-18 in favor of Highland. Here's Knutson. Over onto the wing for Mitchell. Mitchell, top of the key. Now just outside the paint, turns around, takes a shot from there. It rolls right across the rim. I think that got partially blocked, turned into a line drive shot instead of a shot with a little bit of a rainbow to it. And now Highland brings the ball back up once again. Kronk for another three-point try. Man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. 3 3-pointers in a row for Megan Kronk, and Collinsville wants to take a timeout, and I don't blame them, so we'll take a timeout right along with them, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. Paulina Gutierrez is on the camera for us, and the Highland Lady Bulldogs have a 12-0 run here to start the second quarter off with. Collinsville was trailing 23-18 after one. They still have 18 points up until right now. Three-pointer for Katie Knutson. Boy, we needed that one. Knutson helping the cause here, and wrong side. Having a rough day on the scoreboard. And I'm chuckling now because I remember all the comments last night for the scoreboard in the O'Fallon boys game. 70-30 or whatever. And there's a little floater by Liv Wilkie. She gets 2 of those 3 points back that Knutson just hit. Here is Kristen Mitchell flying up into the perimeter, in the paint, takes the off-balance shot, and she'll go to the line for 2. 37-21, Collinsville trailing by 16. Foul belongs to Megan Kronk. That is her first. That's the 5th team foul. So the teams are all even in the foul department now at 5 apiece. And here is Kristen Mitchell. She misses the first one. Her first trip to the free throw line here this afternoon. She's 62.3 from that charity stripe. Coming in, she has hit 66 of 106. And that one bounces off the top of the backboard and then goes straight down into the basket. We'll take it. 3 minutes left to play here in this first half. Into the corner it goes for Wilkie. Wilkie back out to the top of the key for Kronk. Kronk, who just hit three-pointers in a row, will give up a three-point shot for her teammate Kristen Taylor, and that's Taylor's third three-pointer of this game. Here is Faith Liljegren. Liljegren to Knutson. Knutson drives inside, kicks it outside, but a foul as Knutson was cutting through the lane. And this one is going to go against Kristen Taylor. That'll be her first, team sixth. As Nastasia Bush set to inbound here for the Lady Kahawks. Does so to Mitchell. Mitchell, top of the key, takes the shot. That's off to the right. Rebound belongs to Scheller for a moment. Then Nastasia Bush ends up with it while she was on her knees, but she was already out of bounds. And that's the 10th turnover for the Lady Kahawks. 2:29 left to play here in this first half. Here comes Ellie Brown. Into the corner it goes for Wilkie. And Wilkie, one dribble and back out to the top now for Kronk. Another three-point try by her, and man, oh man. 4 three-pointers now for Megan Kronk. Collinsville has no answer for the Highland three-pointer. Can't stop it, can't answer it. Underneath the basket, Bush gets it and takes a little jaunt to the left, no good. Rebound put up by Mitchell, no good. And another rebound by Scheller. She's double-teamed, and then she's fouled. It's 1-and-1 time here for Collinsville now. This one's going to go against Maddie Clark, the senior, into the game for the first time. 7th team foul, so 1-and-1 time for Jenna Scheller. And for Jenna on the year, she has hit 8 of 13 coming into this one. First one, no good, and there will not be a second one as the rebound belongs to Highland. Here comes Brown. Brown over to Wilkie. Wilkie back to Kronk. Kronk dribbles her way out of the corner, out of the wing, and gives it up to Wilkie. Now over on the far side for Taylor. Taylor can't get around Knutson. Has to give the ball up and does so on a baseline drive, and that's blocked away by Astasia, but right into the hands of Clark. And then a whistle on the play. Jump ball called. Possession arrow this time in favor of Collinsville. So Highland turns the ball over for the 7th time. But Collinsville has some work to do. Trailing by 19 are the Kahawks, 21 are the Kahawks. Here is Liljegren. The end of the Highland bench to Scheller. Scheller just inside the perimeter. Back out to Liljegren. She dribbles and drives in the perimeter. Outside the lane. Takes the shot. Won't get it to go. Knutson with the rebound. Puts it back up. Still can't get it to go. And then Knutson takes a tumble. Second rebound belongs to Bush. She'll put it back up. And it still won't go in. This time the rebound belongs to Highland. And here comes Brown. Weaving her way past Bush. A little floater won't go, but Brown is going to go to the line as she was fouled by Collinsville, and I believe it might be Knutson. No, they're going to call this one on Liljegren. That'll be her second. She becomes the first Kahawk with more than one foul. Ellie Brown at the free throw line. 79.1% on the year. You can hit three-pointers like Ellie Brown. The free throw line should be no problem at all. Next one, also in there. Ashlyn Clucker, the senior, checks back in for Highland. Inbound pass coming in from Faith Liljegren underneath of the Highland Bulldog basket to Knutson. Knutson comes up the right side. Throws it up to Scheller, who is all alone, but she lost control of the ball. Nice save by Scheller. A dish off underneath by Bush trying to find Kristen Mitchell. Turns into a turnover, and Highland turns it into fast break. And a quick 2 points for Ellie Brown. Here's Liljegren. 35 seconds left to play here in this first half. Faith takes it over to the right wing. Now into the corner. Drives baseline. Dumps it off to Knutson. Wide open for three, and it rolls across the rim. Rebound belongs to Highland. Bulldogs bring it back up, and a charging foul is going to go against Megan Cronk as she bowled over Kristen Mitchell. And Collinsville will get the ball back with 21.2 seconds left. Riley Doyle will come in for Jenna Scheller. After our pregame interview and before we came back in for the starting rosters, they did a little tribute to Coach Lori Billy as she announced her retirement earlier this week. Got the whole team out there, got some roses, and a little announcement. Collinsville turns the ball over again. Coming up with it was Crystal Rittenhouse. And a whistle back the other way. Eighth turnover for Highland, as Maddie Clark checks back into the game, taking the place, I believe, of Rittenhouse, who just came in. Inbound pass comes into Liljegren. Liljegren on the wing, underneath for Knutson. Off the glass, good for two. And that is the end of one half of play. Collinsville has a lot of work to do. 47-24 is our score at halftime as we welcome you into the Cafe Agape halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by my good friend Ron McGee at Cafe Agape. If you have some catering in mind, you have a business event coming up or maybe a wedding reception to plan, well, Cafe Agape can help you out. They have some of the best food around, some of the best homemade food around. Give Ron McGee a call today at 345-CAFE, 345-2233 as the Cafe Agape halftime show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking in the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo's O'Fallon branch office for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon. Call Bill at 618-632-1010. Visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online at fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they do catering, wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses and delicious sides. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road, or check out the lunch buffet at the Columbus Plaza location on 157 in Collinsville. Call Cafe Agape at 345-CAFE, 345-2233. Yes, they still cater. Cafe Agape, that's some good eats.
And once again, welcome back into the Cafe Agape halftime show here at the Kahok Sports Network. We're at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as your Lady Kahoks are taking on Highland, and a little bit later on we'll have the boys on the floor taking on Normal, and we'll have that game for you as well here on the Kahok Sports Network. Let's take a look at this one, shall we? Wasn't too bad for Collinsville. They were only down by 5 after one quarter of play when they were losing 23-18, but a big push to start the second quarter. Start the second quarter for Highland. At one point, Highland had a 13-0 run, and they ended up outscoring Collinsville in that second quarter 24-6. Big second quarter there for Highland, helped out by a lot of three-pointers. Leading scorer is Megan Kronk. She has 14 points. 12 of those came off of the three-point shot. Right behind her is Kristen Taylor. She has 13. 3 of hers came from the three-point stripe. Then after that, we have Ellie Brown with 5 points for Ashlyn Clucker. 4 points each for Taylor Kesner and Liv Wilkie. For Collinsville, they are being led in points by Katie Knutsen's 9. Faith Lodgegren has 7. 3 each for Riley Doyle and Kristen Mitchell, and 2 for Astasia Bush. Other numbers that we have for you from the three-point line, Highland's been living large there. They have missed their first 2 tries. They have not missed since. They are 9 of 11 and 9 for their last 9 as far as three-point shots are concerned. As Collinsville has hit 2 three-pointers, one by Doyle and one by Knutsen, and they are 2 for 4 from the three-point stripe. From the charity stripe, Collinsville has hit 2 for 4 in the free throw department, while Highland has hit 4 of 6. Rebounds are close. Highland has 8, Collinsville has 7, and the Kahawks have turned the ball over 12 times compared to 8 for Highland. Just one game that's already a final. Everything else is tonight, and the only one we have for you is a boys' final, as Hazelwood East defeated Belleville East by a score of 61-56, and that is a look at your Cafe Agape halftime show. We are going to take a break. When we come back, third quarter action will be coming your way next, and that'll all happen real soon here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Back with you at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Second half is underway. Highland with a big lead. And Collinsville gets a turnover right off the bat. That'll help things out. Liljegren dumps it off into being a double team. Gets it back from Doyle. Top of the key for Knudsen. She drives through the paint. Takes the shot high off the glass. Good for 2. +1. Collinsville has a lot of work to do here, so that's a nice start. 23 is Taylor Kessner. She picks up her second foul. Knudsen at the line for the first time, and she misses that one. And the rebound belongs to Highland. Bulldogs bring it back up. Onto the wing for Taylor. Back the other way we go now, and here is Faith Liljegren after a good rebound there by Collinsville. Mitchell has that one tipped out. And Highland picks up another Collinsville turnover. They bring it across the line. Brown does. Almost lost the handle on the ball as she does. And now a pass out to Clucker. Into the corner it goes for Taylor. Taylor, one dribble. She picks it up, top of the key. And Kronk thought about that three, but will give up to a teammate for 3. And that one rattles on in for Ellie Brown. Can't stop the three-pointers from falling in, can the Kahawks? 50-26. 6:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Here is Knudsen into Mitchell. Mitchell turns around, takes a little hook shot, and it rolls from one side of the rim all the way across the fat part and all the way down the other side of the rim. Just did everything but go in, but here's a steal by Bush. She'll take it in off the glass. Good for 2. And Anastasia Bush now has 4 points on the afternoon. Here is Ellie Brown. Over on the far side wing in front of her bench to Kronk. Now gives to Taylor. Taylor for a long 3 rainbow shot. Won't fall. And the rebound for Collinsville once again. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Knudsen. Knudsen drives, tries to back her way into the paint. Takes a off-balance shot and gets it to fall. And Collinsville slowly ticking away at that lead. It's now a 20-point lead. Was a 23-point lead at the end of the first half, so every little bit counts. Here is Taylor. Taylor bounces the ball and gives it right to Doyle. Doyle brings it in off the glass, can't get it to go. Knudsen with the rebound, puts it back up and in, +1 again. Knudsen just had a +1 a minute ago and missed that one, but hopefully she'll pick this one up here. So Knudsen trying to pick this point up here. And she does. 3-point play. And Highland brings the ball back up. Here is Ellie Brown. Brown works her way toward the top of the key, has that right-hand dribble, now switches over to the left. Bounce pass right through the legs of Liv Wilkie. And Collinsville trying to feast here off some early Highland turnovers in this third quarter and get themselves back into this game. Here comes Liljegren. Liljegren brings it up across the line and will hand it off to Knutson. Knutson back over to Liljegren in the corner. She'll drive baseline and in between a couple of players, and now we're going to have a foul called. This one's going to be on Ashlyn Clucker for reaching in. That'll be her second, team third here in this third quarter. So Riley Doyle set to inbound here on the near side sideline. Doyle to Liljegren, back out toward midcourt. One bounce, picks it up to Knutson, off the glass, can't get it to fall, and the rebound belongs to Highland. Bulldogs trying to get out of a press. How do you, what? You stand there with your arms up in the air and the girl runs into you and you're the one who gets called for the foul? Sometimes I don't understand this game. That's Mitchell's second. Here is Clucker. Gives the ball up now for Wilkie. Into the corner it goes for Kronk. Kronk brings it around to the top of the key, just inside the perimeter, and now back out once again for Wilkie. Wilkie back over to Brown. Brown dribbles and drives, and just outside the lane, picks up her dribble and puts it back outside, and a shot taken there by Kesner won't fall. The rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Liljegren into the corner for Knutson. She'll take a three-pointer. That one skips across the rim. Astasia Bush with the rebound and the putback, good for two. So far, Highland's only scored 3 points here in this third quarter, and that prompts Clint Hamilton to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout right along with him, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke and Emma Rubshitsky. Did I get that right? No, I didn't get it right. So, yeah, I'll still work on it because next year I'll be calling your name on this basketball court, so I got to get used to it. Emma took over for Paulina Gutierrez. And let's see, you try it. H-R-A-B-U-S-I-C-K-Y. The H is silent, right? Okay. Rabashitsky? Okay, got it. Rabashitsky. I'll get there one of these days. Next year for sure. 50-35 in favor of Highland, but Collinsville's chipping away here. Down by 23 and now down by just 15. Here is Kristen Mitchell, and she gets fouled from behind by Maddie Clark, and Clark will pick up her second. To the line, Kristen Mitchell. She is 1 for 2 from the free throw line here in this game.
That's her second personal foul, 15th foul. Kristen Mitchell at the line.
Mitchell can't hit the first one. Got to hit these free ones when they're given to you, kids. Got to. Collinsville right now outscoring Highland 11-3 in this third quarter. Mitchell trying to make it 12-3, and she does.
Second free throw is good for Kristen Mitchell.
Here comes Brown up court for Highland. The Highland senior parks in front of her bench, and her coach, Clint Hamilton, dribbles it to the top of the key. Has that right-hand dribble going on for a while there. Picks it up and gives it up in the paint area for Clark. Now back outside it goes to Brown. Brown cuts through the defense, and we're going to have a foul called against Collinsville. It's on the floor, and this one is going to go against Faith Liljegren. That'll be her third. Team second, and that'll get the bench stirring up here for Collinsville. Oh, under the basket. Almost a backward shot there by Megan Kronk. And that is Megan's just her second two-pointer tonight. All the rest of them have been three-pointers. Here is Astasia Bush. Bush Top of the key, over to Liljegren. Liljegren at the free throw line for Mitchell. Dribble, drive just outside the lane, off the glass, won't fall in. And the rebound belongs to Kronk, and Highland brings it up. Getting a little double team back in the backcourt, but the Bulldogs break out of it into the corner. 3-point shot. That one's a little too far, and it's picked up by Riley Doyle over on the other side. Collinsville works it back up. Natalie Becker and Jordan Gary ready to check in. There's Faith Liljegren with a basket. One of them probably to take Faith's place. Here is Brown bringing it back up. Brown works her way over onto the right wing. Takes it to the top of the key. Now the free throw line. Puts it up inside. Loose ball. Picked up by Collinsville and Riley Doyle. Doyle hands the ball off to Liljegren. Liljegren brings the ball up with 2:25 left in the third. Over to Astasia Bush for three. Nah, won't fall. Rattled for a second, but couldn't get it to go in. And the rebound belongs to Highland. Bulldogs bring it up. Here is Kronk. Kronk has been killing the Kahawks with 3-pointers here this afternoon. Over in the corner it goes to Wilkie. Back out to Brown. Brown into the perimeter, just outside the lane on the left side. Into the corner, 3-point shot. That one's too far. And the rebound belongs to Astasia Bush. Kahawks trying to bring the ball up and dent that lead even more. Here is Liljegren. Splits the defense. Takes the off-balance shot. Can't get it to fall in, though. Ball on the ground, and there's a wrestle for it. We're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Highland.
For the Bulldogs, number 10, Kirsten Taylor, number 23, Taylor Kessler.
So Liljegren and Doyle go off. Jordan Gary and Natalie Becker come in. Collinsville's ball, by the way. I was looking at the wrong arrow. Kahawks will inbound underneath of their own basket. Inbound pass comes in to Knutson. Kicks it into the corner for Bush. She'll launch another three. That one's good. Kahawks climbing back in here. Now down by just 11 after trailing by 23 at the end of the half. Here's Brown. Dribbles her way over to the left wing. Now back over to the right wing for Taylor. Deeper into the right wing area. A dribble drive by Kronk, but she's trying to get around Bush, and Nastasia not giving up any ground at all. Now to Brown. Across the court it goes to Taylor. Taylor is double teamed, and we're going to have a foul called, and this one is going to go against Natalie Becker. And Becker picks up her second. 1:15 left to play here in this third quarter. 52-41 in favor of Highland, but Collinsville coming back and making a game out of this. Inbound pass will come in from Brown. Back to Taylor. Taylor will launch a three from the wing and hit nothing but net. Kahawks bring it up. Jordan Gary into the corner for Knutson. Knutson dribbles a couple of times, picks it up for Becker. Becker, it's a little bit of a screen from Knutson. And gets it right back, and then Knutson does over to Bush. Bush will drive baseline from the far side. Off-balance shot won't fall. She'll pick up her own rebound. Kick it out to Katie. Knutson three-pointer. Yes! Knutson's second three-pointer of the game. And Collinsville staying alive. Once again, down by 11. Here comes Brown. 30 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Brown dribbles her way around Jordan Gary and then stops just outside the lane. Back over on the left wing, now over onto the right side for Wilkie. Into the corner for Taylor. Taylor back out to Wilkie at the top of the key. And a nice job there by Natalie Becker. Almost got that ball away. Now to Kronk. Over here to Taylor. And now back into the corner it goes for Brown. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown at the top of the key. Left-hand dribble and a foul called away from the play. And this one's going to go against Katie Knutson. That'll be her first. Team's fourth. And the inbound pass for Highland will come underneath their basket with 6 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Just saw that I never changed that. And it comes right back to Brown, and off-balance shot rolls across the rim, won't fall. 2 seconds left, and a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow in favor of Highland, but they won't have enough time to work with anything. 0.4 left on the clock. Inbound comes in from Brown, immediately shot by Kessner, and no good, and that's the way that the third quarter comes to a close. 55-44. It's an 11-point lead for the Highland Bulldogs, but it was 23 after the end of one half of play. We're back with the fourth quarter in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. Jordan Gary with the inbound to Faith Liljegren in the backcourt, and Faith will move her way forward. We're into the fourth quarter underneath the basket, and Riley Doyle does a nice job keeping it in, but that's a turnover. Collinsville, their 14th, but they've really cut down on that. They had 12 in the first half. That's just their second one here in this half. Now Highland with the ball, three-point shot. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That girl, Megan Kronk, you leave her wide open for a three-point shot, and it looks like she's going to drain it just about every time, and she does there. That is her fifth three-point shot made here in this game tonight. Collinsville, by the way, outscored Highland in that third quarter, 20-8. Kristen Mitchell back at the free throw line. Foul belongs to Megan Kronk. That's her third. If we can get her to get a couple more of those in the next 2 minutes, we might have a chance here. Here's Kristen Mitchell, who is 2 for 4 from the free throw line here in this game so far. And hits that one. Kristen, one more coming her way. Our guest during our pregame interview today. And that one rattles but won't fall, and the rebound falls down into the hands of Kesner. And now Highland will work the ball back up, leading 58-45. Brown with the ball near midcourt. Liljegren provides a little defense to force the issue. Now over to Kronk. Kronk at the free throw line for Kesner. Kesner into the corner. Thought for a minute there the Brown was going to try a three-point shot. She already has two. She instead takes care of the ball, gives it to Kronk. Kronk bluffs the three-point shot into the perimeter, kicks it back into the corner for Brown. Right now, Highland would be content just wasting time. That's what they're doing here. Here is Kesner. She'll launch a three-point shot. That's her first three-pointer of this game. And it looks like all the starters are going to get in on the three-point action here before this one's over. 61-45. Here is Knutson. Can't get it to fall. Rebound belongs to Kesner again. Highland brings the ball back up. There's Taylor. Taylor to Brown to Wilkie. Wilkie on the right wing, back to the top of the key for Brown. She'll put it into the corner for Kronk. Kronk drives the baseline, dumps the ball off for Kesner. She loses control of it, but she lost control of it because she was fouled. And this one may go against Kristen Mitchell. Well, they're going to call that against Knutson. That'll be her second.
That's her second personal foul, 15th foul. Taylor Kessler will be going to the line for 2 shots.
2 shots at the free throw line for Taylor Kesner. She's already 2 for 2 from the line. That came early in the first quarter. And she hits the second, or the third, excuse me. Stasia Bush will come back in. Jordan Gary will head to the bench. Kesner hits both. Turns into a 2-point play. Here comes Knutson with it for Collinsville. Out to Liljegren. Liljegren has 3 fouls. Knutson just picked up her second. Over to Mitchell. Kristen Mitchell. Spin move the top of the key. Here's Knutson for 3. That one's a little short. And the rebound belongs to Highland. Brown brings it across the line. Pulls up over on the left wing. Now enters the perimeter and gives it up to Kessner off the free-throw line. And maybe that's it. We just need to put her off to the left-hand side just a little bit and she'll miss. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. As Liljegren takes an off-balance shot, that one goes off the back of the rim, or the back of the backboard, and out of bounds. So Collinsville will turn the ball over, but Coach Lori Billy says she thinks one of the Highland Bulldogs tipped it before it hit the side of the backboard. Referees disagree with her, and Highland will get the ball. Lily Cutterback on camera now for us. We're just cycling through the whole JV team here on the camera. That's okay. We like the help. We certainly do appreciate it when Zach Roseman can't make it. Zach's going to be in the Scholastic Bowl. He's doing some Scholastic Bowl work today. He'll be here with us tonight to man the camera for the boys' game, I do believe. We'll have Dave Wilhelm on the other microphone for the boys' game. Now we're going to have another foul to Knutson. This will be her third, second in a row. That is the team's 6th. Each team now at 6 fouls, so the next one for each program will result in free throws. Inbound pass set to come in under the Highland basket by Brown. Gets it into Taylor. Taylor hands it off to Wilkie. Wilkie skirts around the perimeter, gives to Kronk. Kronk. Bounce pass over to Taylor, and at the end of the Highland bench, it goes back to Brown. Back to Taylor. Taylor at the free throw line. Almost had a little bit of a travel there, but it wasn't called, but never mind anyway. The rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Knutson after a feed from Liljegren. Baseline drive. That one stripped right away from Knutson. And I believe that was Kessner with the strip. And it goes right to Brown. Brown dribbles away past Liljegren, circles her way back in front of her bench, and with a nice move gets rid of Faith, and the ball doesn't fall in for Brown, but Faith is there with the rebound. Kahawks bring it back up to the free throw line for Knutson, back to Liljegren, out front for Bush, and a Bush shot from the free throw line won't fall in, and the rebound falls right down into the hands of Wilkie, who gives to Taylor. Taylor zigzags her way up court with 3:50 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 63-45. Collinsville just with 1 point so far here in this fourth quarter. 8 for, make that 10 now, for Kessner. Here comes Faith Liljegren. Liljegren brings the ball up. Highland only has 3 games left after today. Same with Collinsville. Collinsville has 4. Here is Liljegren for 3, and that one misses the mark, and Anastasia Bush gets the rebound, puts it back up, still won't go in. This time the rebound belongs to Highland, and then we have a whistle on the play. And we're going to have is it a timeout? No? Megan Kronk picks up her 4th foul. And Katie Knutson picks up a foul as well. Her 4th. Coach Billy arguing. She's saying it should not be a double foul. At any rate, the guys with the black and white stripes on, they have the final say-so. As much as Coach Billy wants to argue and try to prove her point, they are not going to change their minds. Riley Doyle comes out as Natalie Becker checks back in. Ball belongs to Highland, and the Bulldogs bring it up with 3:05 left to play here in this fourth quarter. A pass over to Taylor on the wing, now into the corner for Brown. Brown right in front of her bench. Tries to split the defense. She does so and then pumps it out Wilkie for three. That one's a little too far. And the rebound belongs to Highland. Into the corner it goes. Dribble drive and to Kesner just outside. Back to Brown. Right at the end of the Highland bench. And then a little tic-tac-toe passing to Kesner. Kesner one bounce, knocked out of bounds. She lost the handle on it. And Collinsville will get the ball back. But the Kahawks trail by 20 with only 2.5 minutes to play. Next up for Collinsville will be Tuesday here against Alton. We'll have that game for you on the Kahawks Sports Network. Hockey playoff schedule just came out. There's a turnover by Collinsville. Kahawks will take on Vianney Thursday in hockey playoffs, game number 1 of the best of 3 series with Vianney. So we'll have that one for you Thursday. And then we have some more boys basketball action for you on Friday at Granite City. Here is Brown. She'll turn around and dump it off to Taylor. And we're down to 1:50 left to play here in this one. Taylor, bounce pass over on the far side wing to Clucker. Clucker almost got tripped up, gets double teamed. Pass over to Brown right in front of her coach, Clint Hamilton. Down to 1:40 left, and now Highland just running around with it, just chewing up time. Here's Taylor. They're going to call Kristen Mitchell for, I didn't even think she got a hold of her. Kristen Mitchell picks up her 3rd foul. Team 7th. And to the free throw line will be Kristen Taylor. Taylor's first trip to the free throw line here in this game. She has come in hitting 55 of 81, good for 67.9%. And wholesale player changes going on for both teams here in the last 90 seconds of this one. Maya Jackson comes into the game for Collinsville. Scheller is also back in there, so is Gary. And at the free throw line, first free throw is good for Taylor. I believe Autumn Dixon is in there as well. Yes, she is. Second free throw is also good for Taylor, and then she'll go to the bench, and coming in to take her place is Krista Rittenhouse. Megan Jansen for Collinsville. She's the one with the ball right now as the underclassmen are into this game for the rest of it. Gary over to Jackson. Jackson back out to the top of the key for Jansen. Jansen over to Hindall. Hindall drives, takes a shot, can't get it to go. Rebound is handled by Maya Jackson, but she's fouled in the process, so Jackson will go to the free throw line. Maddie Clark picks up her 3rd foul for Highland, as we now have, told you Krista Rittenhouse is in there. Also Maddie Clark, we just mentioned. Lydia Hadowski is into the game for the first time for Highland, as is Abby Hulsman. Here at the free throw line, it is Maya Jackson. Maya Jackson, her first trip to the free throw line as a varsity player here this year. Can't hit the first one. 1:08 to play here in this 4th quarter. Jackson ready for another. And this one's good. Maya Jackson will have her name on the scoring sheet for this one, as Hulsman brings it up here for Highland. 1 minute to go here in this 4th quarter. Onto the wing for Hadowski. Up underneath, a drive, and no good there, but the rebound belongs to Highland, and now the foul. Nope, we're going to call it jump ball instead. Possession arrow remains in favor of Highland. And the Bulldogs will inbound. Offset left from their basket. Underneath the basket. Shot no good. Hits the bottom of the rim. And Jenna Scheller is there with the rebound for Collinsville. Brings it up to Gary. Gary back into the corner for Hindall. Lost the handle on it for a moment. Hindall now drives. Bounces it up underneath for Jackson. Off the glass. Good for 2. Maya Jackson, the 5'9" freshman, with 3 points here in this one. Hilsman brings the ball up for Highland in front of her bench. Ditches it off for Clark. 15 seconds to go. Over to Hadowski. Back out front to Clark. Clark will stand there and hold it, and the rest of this time will tick off. And the Highland Bulldogs will win this one 67-48. And the Lady Kahoks are now 0 for their last 10 games against the Highland Lady Bulldogs. Thank you, ladies, very much. Appreciate your help. As we make our way in now to the postgame program, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now, it's all about Valentine's Day. They are trying to give you a heads up, and you can go there right now. Right now, you can call them and put an order in for Valentine's Day, and you'll be all taken care of for the special day. Well in advance. When everybody else is out running around doing that last-second stuff, you'll be taken care of. Give Cullip Jennings a call, 344-0404, or online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahawks Sports Network, as the Lady Kahawks drop their overall record to 12-12 on the year after a 67-48 loss to the Highland Bulldogs. You see the junior varsity boys on the floor getting ready to do battle, as Normal Community and Collinsville will hook up here for JV action as well as varsity action. We'll have the varsity game for you here in just a little while on the Kahawks Sports Network, but let's look at the final here in this one. 67-48 was the final. Collinsville got off to a pretty good first quarter start. They only trailed by 5 points. 23-18 was the score after one quarter of play, but the Highland Lady Bulldogs really poured it on there in the second quarter, outscoring Collinsville 24-6. They had a 23-point lead, did Highland, at the end of that second quarter. And at halftime, the Kahawks were down by 23, but Collinsville turned the tables and outscored Highland in that third quarter 20-8. So Collinsville got it back to within 11, but then the Bulldogs outscored Collinsville in that fourth and final quarter 12-4. And thus you have a 67-48 setback there by the Highland Bulldogs. And before we get to the rest of the numbers that we have here for you, Collinsville head coach Lori Billy now joining us on the post-game program. And Coach, kind of a tough loss, but you battled in the first, and it was only a 5-point deficit. You really took it to them in the third, but that second quarter really spelled the difference.
Yeah, it did. Second quarter, I've scouted them. I've seen 3 or 4 films on them. I've watched them live. They've never shot like that. And I think they had 15 threes today, and I'm not kidding when I say 15. They couldn't miss.
Yeah, I got them for 13 of 17. At any rate, they only missed 4.
Right.
And you guys tried to answer, and you ended up getting 4 of 10, but that's not your game.
No, it's not. Our game's inside, and when we were trying to get the ball inside, and I felt like there were a few situations where we probably should have been at the line, and we weren't. And but that it is what it is. I felt like when we did get the ball inside, we were able to do some good things, and that's what we were trying to do, is get some looks there and try to score out of it. Just wasn't our best effort in the second quarter, and then we came out in the third quarter, and I think we outscored them. I think we outscored them in the second half, but we crawled back into it, which is what we need to do and what we try to do, and I gave ourselves a chance.
Yeah,
so.
You outscored them 24-20 in the second half. You had them 20-8 in the third quarter.
Right.
Yeah, so and we've talked about this all the time, you and I do. If you can put 4 quarters like the first one together and the third one together, then you would probably come out with a win. But
exactly,
it just doesn't seem to happen with this team for some reason.
It just, and it's not for lack of effort.
I know that.
These kids play hard, and they're focused, and they're trying to do. It just sometimes our shots won't go, and on those nights when the other team's shots are going, it makes us look like even worse than what we feel. So, tough game. They're a good team. We knew coming in that they were going to be tough, and we'll come back out this next 4 regular season games, and we're going to get some wins.
Yeah, you have a non-conference against Granite City. The rest of them are all conference games starting Tuesday with Alton, and the Lady Redbirds are always tough.
Yeah, they're athletic and they're quick. They got a kid that's she's a sophomore, and she can play a little bit, but if we sit down and we play and we work on being able to finish, we should be okay. So.
All right, let's talk about some stuff that maybe bring a smile to your face after that loss. How about the unexpected tribute to you there before the game?
Yeah, I'm so touched and I'm so honored. 21 years of doing this seems like it's a blink of an eye, and here you are. And I've had some amazing times. I've worked with some amazing people, from Steve McFall all the way to the group I've got now as far as coaches, and getting to know other coaches in the area and refs and the kids. People in Collinsville, they need to come out and support our girls. These are amazing young women, and I'm so proud of them and so proud to call them family, and it's just it's been fun.
Yeah, right before that you had an alumni game. I got here for almost most of the fourth quarter, and what I saw was very hilarious and very fun, and you were doing a great job on the microphone.
Thank you.
Keeping everybody in stitches, but talk about hanging out with some of your older girls.
Oh, hey, I love, and you know what the fun thing is, they come back. They come back for games, they come back to practices, and they love being here. Excuse me. And today was fun because they were having a good time, and they were still showing their moves and able to score a little bit, and they really loved that. So.
And I talked to Rachel Whitener afterwards, and she's like, I had so much fun, but I don't think I'm going to be able to move tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what she said. They all walked out with ice, ibuprofen. They had some muscle cramps, I think.
And you guys put them into 2 teams, one with a little bit more experience than the other one, and
Correct.
The one with a little bit more experience won by 1 point.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened last year. The girls with more experience had the lead last year as well. Coach McFall said he asked them on the sideline, now, do you want to win this game? And, of course, their immediate response was, well, yeah. So he made sure they won the game.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. We'll be here Tuesday. We'll see you Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thanks,
All right,
Todd.
thank you. Coach Lori Billy, your Collinsville Lady Kahok head coach, as they fall tonight by a score of 67-48. Let's finish up the rest of the numbers for you. Leading scorer, that was a shared duty, one by each team. Megan Kronk had 19, so did Katie Knutson. We'll finish with the Highland Lady Bulldogs. They had 4 girls finish in double-digit figures after Kronk's 19. You had 18 from Kristen Taylor, 11 points from Taylor Kesner, and 10 points for Ellie Brown. After that, 5 points for Ashlyn Clucker, and 4 points for Liv Wilkie. After Knutson's 19 points, a couple of close ones for double digits, but not getting there was Faith Liljegren and Astasia Bush. They both knocked down 9 points, 5 points for Kristen Mitchell, 3 for Riley Doyle, and then late off the bench, Maya Jackson, the 5'9 freshman, also hit 3 points. From the free throw line, Collinsville hit 5 of 10, while Highland hit 8 of 10. The rebound battle was close. Highland out-rebounding Collinsville just by 1, 20-19. Collinsville had 16 turnovers compared to Highland's 14, and we told you what happened from the three-point line. I had Highland down hitting 13 of 17 three-point shots. Collinsville did their best in that category, but only managed to hit 4 of 10. So the Kahoks will have to rebound, and they're back at it Tuesday night here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium with a conference contest against the Alton Lady Redbirds. All right, that's going to do it for this game. A big thank you to my 3 girls who helped me out on the camera tonight. Paulina Gutierrez, Emma Robashiski, and Lily Cuddeback. We appreciate their help. We also want to thank Kristen Mitchell for joining us on the pregame show. Always enjoy talking to the student athletes. And, of course, to Lori Billy joining us on the postgame show. My name is Todd Duke, and we're back here in just a couple of hours, maybe even a little bit less, as we have the boys. They'll be taking on the Normal Community Ironmen, and we'll have that game for you in just a little bit on the Kahok Sports Network. And until then, enjoy the rest of your afternoon.